Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Whitman Prestige coin albums. This is a new line of albums from Whitman. They are very high quality and will have about 20 different collections available at release. The one we're looking at today is in burgundy, but they will also be available in black. So you have some different options as far as what you want your collection to look like. But we're going to take a look at the album itself, the construction, and also how to use it. So all of the albums will come in a slipcase like this. It has the Whitman owl embossed on the front there, and then the collection name is on the spine. So you'll just take it out of the slipcase, and you have an album. So again, all of the text here on the front is embossed and metallic, so that's very nice. The outside is a soil-resistant leatherette. They are handcrafted, lovely product. So opening it up, they will all come with a little paper insert in the front here, just telling you a little bit more about the Prestige albums as a whole and some of the other Whitman products. And then this is what you've got inside. So all of the coin slots have a plastic slide on both the front and the back. So you have two different pieces protecting your coin, and then you can see the coin from both sides. So to actually insert your coins, you'll just take out this front slide, and there are thumb notches on the side here, so they're very easy to pull in and out. So you'll just pull that slide out and then take your coin. You may want to use cotton gloves if you're handling very high grade coins. All the pieces that I'll be putting in here today came from circulation originally, so I'm not going to use gloves, but it is something to consider if you have a particularly high grade or high value collection. Anyway, so we're going to take our coin that matches this first slot here, 59.59, and just press it in, and then slide the front cover back over. That's all there is to it. And if you find that the coins are sitting a little bit far back in the hole, this happens more so with dimes sometimes, just because the pages have to be a certain thickness, and sometimes the coins are a lot thinner than the page, and so it can look like they're kind of sitting far away. If you want to be sure that it's at the front where you can see it really clearly, one thing that I like to do is once I have them in, I will flip the page over, take this back slide out, and just press them all from the back. And so that pushes it into the front of the hole. And then we put the slide back in, and when you turn the page, the coin is now front and center. So that can make them a little bit nicer when you're flipping through to see them all on the page and just see your coins ready to go. So I'm going to go through and fill in the rest of this page so you can see how it looks when it's all filled up. One other thing I do want to point out about the albums before we get into that, here on the front page they will have some background information, statistics, historical info about the series that they hold, and then in the back we have the mintage numbers for all of the different dates and mints included in the album. So that's always a nice reference. It can be easier to kind of at a glance get an idea for what the key dates might be if you're not already familiar, and it's just an easy reference to have. So let's start filling. One thing to note is that the pages inside will be the same color as the exterior of the album. So if you're ordering a burgundy album like this one, the pages inside are also going to be burgundy. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're deciding what color you want to go with, to be sure that you think that color will also work with the coins that you're putting into it. And it's all filled. So one thing I do want to touch on is if you need to take a coin back out, just to be sure we talk about how to do that. So down here I got this one in a little bit crooked and it's bothering me. So let's say I want to take it out so I can put it back in where it's straighter. In that case, you'll want to take both of the slides for that row and pull them out enough to where that coin is fully exposed on both sides, and then cup your hand below it so it doesn't fall and get damaged, and just push from the front, and it's out. So we'll then put that back slide back in and put the coin back in its slot straighter this time. There we go. And that's all there is to it. So these are going to be available in multiple different colors for all kinds of different sets. So be sure to take a look and see if whatever you're interested in collecting is available. They are lovely albums. The backs are blank, in case you were wondering. We hadn't looked at that part yet. And then on the side, you'll have the Whitman logo, the owl, and then the set that it is. So the slip cases do not state which series they are. All of the sides on the slip cases are blank. So there's that. If you want to have them on a shelf and be a little bit more, little bit less obvious that it's coins, you can always have them with that side facing out so that they're not labeled. Or if they're in a secure area and you want to be able to tell which album is which, just face the spine out with the series labeled. So that covers it for today. Hope you enjoyed the new Prestige albums from Whitman.